Okay, is this thing on? This, you guys don't know, but this is my third attempt at saying this. I have done this vlog twice now, and my computer has acted up and not recorded it. So, let's try it again. Anyway, welcome to my third vlog, and it's my second time doing questions, question and answers. Hopefully, I'll get through all the questions you guys had and answer them to the best of my ability. I'll give you that disclaimer. Just a little background, I am working from home today because baby has not been so nice to mommy this week. Last night and yesterday, morning sickness kind of reared its ugly head. I thought it was supposed to go away at 12 weeks. I am 15 and a half and it's still here, so I'm just kind of taking it easy on the comfort of my couch and just working from home. But I wanted to do my vlog, and I've tried twice to do it already today. Both times were epic fails. I do see that it's recording on the bottom, so keep my fingers crossed this one sticks. I'm going to start today with the bottom questions from the top and answer the ones that were asked last. And those were Chantel's. She asked me quite a few questions, and she's awesome for doing that. So I'm going to try to answer them as best I can. Starting from the bottom, her first question was, what was your favorite holiday memory? Honestly, I can't think of just one. Growing up as a kid, my family and I had great holidays, great Christmases. I was very lucky to be able to spend time with my family. I guess if I had to think of some holiday memories that were my favorites, though, those would be with my mom's family. We have a rather large extended family. And for Christmas and Thanksgiving, when we could, we would make the drive up from Alabama to Terre Haute, where my grandparents live. And it would be a house full of people, loud, lots of food. All my cousins would be there. We would normally congregate in the tri-level house they had in the bottom level, and we would play card games. My grandma would be cooking. I really miss those times, and I'm not going to make myself cry. But those were great, and so I carry those with me always. And I hope that someday when our baby arrives and we have other children, that our children will treasure those memories and times they have with both sides of our family, and Christmases and holidays that we spend with them. My favorite sound used to be the sound of my nieces and nephews laughing, because I just love to hear, them having fun and laughing. But now that I am a mom-to-be, my favorite sound right now is my baby's heartbeat. That is something that just brings joy to my heart the second I hear it. And my next appointment is September 9th. I look forward to hearing it again. It brings me closer to my baby, and I could sit there and listen to it all day. In fact, I even tell the ultrasound techs, I'm like, listen to it longer. I just want to hear it a little longer. I've thought about recording it just so I could hear it those days where I'm really stressed out, where I feel kind of sad. It'll cheer me up. What is the best thing you ever ate? Well, I've eaten a lot of good things. I gotta say that, especially in Ireland. But there's this restaurant called Barcelona Tapas, and it is in downtown Indy. It's my favorite restaurant ever. And they have this cake that is to die for. It's called Tres Leches, and it's this flour cake it's just soaked in cream and sugar and milk, which is bad for those of us who are lactose intolerant like myself. But I take one for the team. I take my Lactaid, and I suffer through it because the first bite is just amazing. If I could learn how to make it, I would, but it probably still wouldn't be as good as the cake itself. What is your favorite movie? I am weird. I love my comedies, which is not weird, but my favorite movie is Airplane, and that came out before I was even born. But I watched it as a kid growing up. I can quote the movie verbatim. I cannot go on a trip without, making fun of the white zone, red zone, and any of the airplane quotes. That's just something that I like to do. So that is my favorite movie of all time. What is your most played song on iTunes? Well, I don't really listen to iTunes that much because I don't have it at work, and my new computer, I don't have it. My old computer, it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to upload iTunes to get it playing, but I do have an iPod from 2006, and I listen to it when I work out, and so basically I listen to anything that's crappy pop music, anything that kind of keeps me going. It's got to have a good beat, and it's got to be fun. So I listen to a lot of crappy music, but I like my crappy music. Let's see here. What picture did you have in your junior high or high school locker? Well, T tried to go through these questions and answer them himself, and he was pretty good. He did not answer this question. He thought that I would have a picture of my high school crush, my favorite celebrity, boyfriend I had in high school, which is, nope, that's not what I had. My nephew Colin was born when I was 15. He is coming upon 15 now, and now it's hard to believe. I've seen him grow up and to this amazing, young adult. And when I was in high school, they had him come over every weekend so that my brother and sister-in-law could study and that they could go to work. They put themselves through college while he was a baby. They had him really early. So, being at home as a high schooler, I helped watch him and played with him. So I had pictures of him in my locker. I had a picture of him sitting in his high chair with a real serious look on his face because he was always really serious. And then I have a picture of me holding him. So those were the two pictures that I kept in my locker. Would you rather have newspaper for skin or bendy straws for hair? That is an awesome question. I would rather have bendy straws for hair because I think that would be pretty cool. Newspaper is kind of gross and it rubs on you, so I would be all dirty. But the hair would be fun. You could do all sorts of fun things with your hair, twist it around and stuff. So that's what I would do, as long as people didn't drink from my hair. My favorite vice. Well, aside from caffeine, which I've had to cut down over the years, I think sweets. I'm a sweet tooth. I love my candy, and that's given me 6 cavities and some extra weight, I'm sure. But I like my chocolate, I like my candy, so that's my vice. Your favorite TV show? I do like my crappy teenage dramas. My favorite TV show, hands down, would be The Daily Show. Not many people know this about me, but I am in love with Jon Stewart, and T is okay with that, understanding that he is another man in our relationship. I would convert to Judaism for John, if necessary. I just love his sense of humor, and that's actually how I get my news, because I don't like watching the seriousness of news, and he kind of makes fun of, how stupid we really are sometimes about things, on the liberal side and on the conservative side, and I like that. I really like the fact that, sometimes the news is kind of, it's crazy, and he puts a nice spin on it, and it's funny to watch. I also like Parks and Recreation on NBC, which is a show about a small town in Indiana and like the local government and being involved in a small town in Indiana. It is oddly really on point. It's a comedy, but they must have really done their research, because there's a lot of things that I'm like, that's totally true. Let's see here. My favorite guilty pleasure is watching crappy TV. I like my reality shows that are, showing people who are just complete train wrecks. I love Hoarders, Hoarding Buried Alive, Strange Addictions. I do watch Teen Mom from time to time. I actually get pleasure out of watching Hoarders. T will make fun of me that I'll have this huge smile on my face the second the show comes on. But I can't help it. I just like watching my train wrecks. The next question is, what events from your childhood and later on in life shaped you the most into the successful woman you are today? Which is a really sweet question, because I don't consider myself a successful woman. I'm still in the making of what I want to be, but that's really sweet. Thank you. So thanks, Chantel. I guess my parents, as a child, my parents were both educated. My mom's a teacher, my dad's an engineer. They pushed me to do well in school. They pushed me to learn. They pushed me to try my best and to, push myself basically to succeed. They also took us on lots of trips to battlegrounds and historical places like Williamsburg It got me really into history. And they also, encouraged me to do things like newspaper, take honors history, and courses like that in high school where I was, pushed to, outside my comfort zone, and to do things like Hoosier Girls State, which was a summer program for a week where I would go. One student is picked from every high school, and I went to represent our high school to do like a mock government. You do mock elections for a week, and it's people from all over Indiana. It sounds like a nerd's dream, but I had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. Also, I interned in high school for a congressman in D.C. with some people from school, and I really enjoyed myself there too. So I think a lot of those experiences just kind of pushed me into wanting to write and wanting to do the law and learn more about, our political system. Where did I grow up? Well, I grew up in two different places. Not at the same time, but I lived 10 years from when I was a baby until I was in 4th grade in Huntsville, Alabama. You probably can't hear my southern accent. I don't really have it, but every now and then it comes out when I'm angry or just saying something. He will look at me and say, like, what did you say? And when I did my first vlog, there were a couple of times when I played it back, I was like, oh my god, I sound like a southerner, which is not a bad thing, but it's funny when it comes out because, you don't expect it. I've lived in Indiana from 10 on, so as much as I try to fight it, I'm actually a Yankee, so I'm ashamed. Don't judge. But, yeah, I'm a Hoosier. We moved up here when I was 10. We moved to a suburb north of Indianapolis called Noblesville, and that's where I went to school, and that's where I finished my adolescent years. So, let's see here. Mommy questions, which I answered last time. What is the superpower you would like to have? I would like to have the power to see into the future, because I worry, and I think I would worry less if I knew what was ahead of me, but at the same time, that would probably ruin life for me, because life is a lot about surprises. So I guess reading minds would be nice, or flying would be another one, because I think flying would just be cool to be able to do that. What is a favorite talent that I do have? I have the innate ability to remember things at the drop of a hat. If you got all the useless information that I have in my head and, clear that out, I have a lot more brain space, but I can pull things randomly and remember things that, it doesn't work in T's favor in arguments because I will remember things, but, it worked in my favor with studying for the bar exam because I have a really good way to memorize and pull things out of my head and remember them, when necessary. Let's see here. What talent do you wish you had? Like I said, I wish I had the talent to read minds. I can't really think of something that I wish that I had. I mean, when I was a kid, I always wanted to do dance classes, so maybe dance would be another one. Is there anything you don't like about your home? Yes. I don't like my backyard. When we moved in, what they do here is they sod the front yard and hydroseed the backyard. And when we moved, the first week we lived here, we had like a monsoon season for some reason, which was great for the front yard. The sod